Okay, so I am going to start where I left off in the last dev video, and that is with the new melee combat, because I have now added the character sprite pieces for the kicking and the flyback animations, and I also added a sound effect for the kick itself. I actually used the old punching sound effects for the kick, and then I made some new and more powerful sounding punch effects. So let's aggro these two guys and get into some melee combat. And let's kick him, and he goes flying back at as he is supposed to, as does this guy. Okay, so I died, but anyway, you get the point. The kicking and everything is now working, so that is great. Let's go and let's kick. Another thing I added is in relation to a specific game mechanic, and that is company intel. So when you're on a mission map, somewhere in different places on the maps, you might find these folders, for example, with company intel, or you might get access to a computer where you can read a confidential email, and that might also have some company intel. So when you take that, it gets added to your inventory, and you can see that I now have 2 company intel. The amount of company intel you get from each folder you take or from each email you read can vary and depend on, for example, how difficult it is to get access to it, or how confidential or important actual information is. So I now have that company intel, and when I leave the map after finishing my mission, I'm just going to load a save game here instead of you having to watch me run to the edge of the map. But when I leave a map, and I'll get this mission payout screen that tallies up my final payout based on my stealth percentage, but it also shows me how many company intel I was able to secure on that specific map. So that is going to be pretty cool, I think. Company intel can be used as an information broker, which is a guy you will be able to talk to, and you can either sell your company intel to him for cash, or you can exchange it for useful information that you can use on missions. For example, passwords to doors or computers, or private information about employees at the company that you can abuse to get rid of the employees, for example. What I was going to work on next was finishing up all the art assets for the second map. As you can tell, it is pretty empty for now, both outside and also inside the building. I still need to make some stuff, some art assets for this. But when I did some testing on some other stuff, I came across an issue that I want to fix first, actually. And let me just show you here what that issue is. Okay, so here I'm standing. I made my way up to this roof here, and my target is here, and I'm supposed to sneak around and inside here and kill him. But let's just pretend that I actually accidentally stand up, and he sees me, and he calls for security, and they run inside, and what they are supposed to do is run through this door and attack me. But because this door is locked, their pathfinding stops them right in front of this door. You can actually tell that they will be spazzing out a bit because they can't get through this door. So what I want to add is make guards able to, well, basically walk through locked doors. And the way I will be programming that is to check the primary order of a character when I'm doing the pathfinding for that character, and if that primary order is to guard or patrol an area, that character should then be able to open and close the locked door. So that will basically simulate that guards carry around key cards that they can use to unlock locked doors in the area they are guarding or patrolling. So the pathfinding for guards now works in the way that it allows them to move through locked doors. So let's try this situation again. They run in and they spot me, and then when they realize I'm not going to leave, they will find a path through the locked door. The problem now is that when they actually get to the locked door, I haven't yet programmed in the code to allow them to open a locked door in their patrol area. So as you can see, for now they'll just try to run to the locked doors and not be able to open them until they pretty much give up and go back to their patrol route. So next for me to do is program in guards opening and closing locked doors. I will also have to make absolutely sure that the doors actually close correctly after they have opened them, so that you can't abuse guard AI to open locked doors for you. Okay, so I managed to program in code that allows guards to open and close locked doors instead of just being stuck in front of them. But I also got my hands on a new webcam, which is a lot better than the webcam built into my laptop. So now I don't have to run downstairs and steal some lamps every time I want to make a recording. So that is very convenient. But let's take a look at the game and what I programmed in. So here we are on the roof again, and I'm going to get spotted, and the guards should run in and be able to run through the locked doors and out to punch me a bit. And here comes the first guard, and he runs down through the locked door as he is supposed to. So that is great. Also, I'd just like to point out that the game is stuttering a bit when I am recording. As you can tell, the frame rate is supposed to be a steady 40, but it fluctuates quite a bit when I am also recording. So that's just an artifact of that. Okay, so that is now fixed. But I came across a minor issue with that I will have to fix next. And that is when a guard runs through a locked door that also has an alarm attached to it. Then the guard will actually trigger the alarm and then react to the alarm being triggered. That is kind of silly. Okay, this guard is going to come running through the door now. And that sets off the alarm. Okay, well, he spotted me, so he actually reacts to my presence instead of reacting to the alarm going off. But the alarm is not supposed to go off when guards themselves run through these kind of doors. So that is what I will be fixing next. Okay, so I now fixed the guards setting off alarms when running through a locked door. So let's alert this guy, and he's going to run over to me and hopefully not set off the alarm. And he didn't. So that is great. And now all of these bodies come running up as well. And just to make sure that it still works, will me setting off the alarm? It should. Let's sneak over here and unlock the door and then open it while the alarm is still on. And the alarm goes off. Excellent. So that should pretty much be everything related to guards and locked doors, and now I can hopefully get back to finishing up the final art assets for the second map. And that is probably going to be it for this video. So see you in the next one, and thank you for watching.